So here we are taking another tender in the Kavala. I like Kavala. It didn't feel touristy at all. We went up to, walked quite high up to the fortress up on the hill. It was quite a hike, but it was nice. Rather hot day. See by the end of the video how everyone's covered or soaked in sweat. But didn't have the same feel that Mykonos and Santorini had. That didn't have the whitewashed buildings or anything like that. But it didn't feel like a touristy town either. It just felt like any other.
So where are we in? Kavala?
Felt like a Greek city that you can enjoy and
Kavala?
not have to worry about it being too touristy. But we'll go for a walk and we'll walk up to the fortress. As you can see, not as many touristy items, more of regular things to buy. This is more of an actual working town who doesn't rely on tourism. I mean, certainly tourism helps, but doesn't rely on it.
Can I just slow down a little bit?
Yeah, let's just slow down.
So traditionally, Kavala was a fishing community. After the country's industrialization, Kavala also became the center of the tobacco industry. In fact, the municipal tobacco warehouse from 1910 still stands today. Oil deposits were found outside the city in the 1970s, and they're still being used today. It was pretty steep. The video really doesn't give justice to actually how steep it was. My calves were certainly burning by the time we got up to the top. The Fortress of Kavala, also known as the Acropolis of Kavala, built around the first quarter of the 15th century, stands at the top of the Panagia Peninsula where the old town is situated. It was built on the remains of the Byzantine Acropolis of Christopoulos, former name of Kavala, which was destroyed in 1391. Incorporating parts that survive from it. The various fortification interventions are quite obvious and were carried out by the Byzantines, Venetians, and Ottomans. So quite an interesting fortress or castle, as you might say. The to the top of the peninsula there, so you've got commanding views of the ocean, or sea, I guess. Overlooking some of the town too. Just such a beautiful day. It was so hot. It was like 38 degrees and high humidity. It was just really hot. But definitely worth the effort to head up there. If you don't want to walk, you could also take a taxi. So in a moment, we're going to go inside that tower there. Definitely built for people for 15th century. It doesn't quite fit people nowadays who are a little bit taller, wider, so to speak. So such a wonderful view of the city, and right there in the middle you can see the aqueduct, which we're going to be walking underneath later on. I think they also do performances. It'd be interesting to see a play or something done in the surrounding. It'd be just wonderful to see. But beautiful town, great views.
They should really have someone like.
Hello, hello, hello.
Hey, hey.
Momento is down. There's very much people here.
So one of the problems is it's quite popular. So trying to get in and out because the staircase is so narrow, you sort of have to take turns. And I mean, this is actually pretty wide compared to the next bit, heading down. Yeah, I think people were just smaller back then. So now we're heading down from the top there, down to the town. Of course, going downhill is always easier than going up. Again, I think it's just me, but I just love narrow streets and architecture and just seeing how other people live. North America, everything's so big and spread out and everybody has a ton of room. It's kind of nice for me to see how, you've got narrow streets and narrow alleys and people just, it's just how they live, and it's nice to see different cultures. Just a little fixer-upper.
What the hell?
And another way to see the town. It'd be interesting to see where it goes to. It's kind of probably like a hop-on, hop-off bus kind of tour where it takes you to the highlights. This is the aqueduct, which to me is just amazing. The amount of work that would have gone into creating this and making this back in the day without regular tools that someone would have. It's just amazing. And then this is the, we're heading into the town. Again, it's just a normal town. Bakeries and everything else. And that was basically our day in Kavala. Nice little town. Nice little seaside town.